What's up, everybody? It's YL with Blockchain Academics. We're going to go into the biggest reason why I think Bitcoin is going to blow up here. So, first of all, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions or if you want to see anything specific. Let's get right into it. So, the Bitcoin halving countdown. We got this big countdown happening, and let's go over what a block halving here. I could just read it from here, but I'll explain it to you guys while we're looking at the chart. So basically, Bitcoins are mined every day. They're produced, and there's a number of Bitcoins being produced every day. At the current rate, there's 1,800 Bitcoins produced per day, every day, approximately. So what the Bitcoin block reward halving will do is it will cut that in half. It will make mining Bitcoin harder. You're going to get half the rewards. So I'm going to show you guys how this has affected Bitcoin previously on the last two halvings. We had one in 2012, one in 2016, and we got one upcoming in the next few months. So let's start with the first one. Bitcoin was around $11 in 2012, and this occurred in November. So I wanted to look at a few things. We're going to look at the previous price. So the month of the actual halving, you don't get much action. I mean, it was a green candle, $10 to $12.72, probably 20-30%. Not 30%, but about around 20%. And then I want to show you guys beforehand. This is upcoming. This is the price before the upcoming halving. So this is like probably anticipation. There's like FOMO happening, and then the halving has occurred. So from $4 to $12, you have 148%. But after the halving, it blew up. We take it from the $11 to the top, 2,000%. After the halving, it went 2,000% to the top, and it fell down from around, I think it was $257 to $82, $81. Actually, we can take it from this low right here, $64. And then it just went into another bull run. Let's get into the second halving. Second halving happened in July 2016. And like I said, the actual month of, it didn't do well. And the next month, it didn't do well either. But this is just a retracement from every month prior to the reward halving. So as you can see here, this started pumping in 2015. But early 2016, it pumped about almost 100%. It did over 100%. If we're going to take it from basically the year start, in 2016, it pumped over 100% before the halving. And then when the halving came, this is 2017. Like, all of you guys know what happened in 2017. And for those of you guys that don't know, honestly, the largest bull run that we have seen. Thousands of percents, 3,000%. And we went to 20 grand, almost 20 grand USD. Some exchanges show 20 grand, 25K Canadian. And then we've been in this prolonged bear market. And guess what's coming up? The next halving, as you guys can see, in 95 days, 9 hours, 33 minutes, and 27 seconds. So this is crazy. Why are they significant? It's the core of the cryptocurrency economic models because they ensure coins will be issued at a steady pace, following predictable decaying rates. Such a controlled rate of monetary inflation is one of the main differences between cryptocurrency and traditional fiat currencies. So you can see here, these are the block rewards, having 0, 50, 1, 25, here 12.5, 6.25. So this is how much Bitcoin is rewarded per block, and it's going to get cut in half every 4 years. So we're going to go from 1,800 Bitcoins to 900 Bitcoins. And this is how I kind of look at it. Imagine you're a mining firm. You know, all these mining companies, businesses that came in looking for investments to buy all these rigs. Let's just use easy math. You have $1 million in mining equipment and you make $1.5 million in Bitcoin. given at this price. It's hard to say what they make because Bitcoin's fluctuating all the time. But let's just say it's stable, one of the most volatile assets. Let's just say it's stable. They're bringing in 1.5 and they spend $1 million for rent, all the electricity, all the employees, or whatever. Electricity is going to be the main cost. But they have rent unless they own the building, but they still have to take consideration all those costs. And now Bitcoin has went through the halving, and now you're going to only get half of the rewards. So let's say you're now only making 750,000. You invested $1 million. We're not going to take in consideration of price of Bitcoin and what it can be and what they can make, but just for math's sake, they're in a loss. These miners are now taking losses. These low-scale miners that may have been making profit are now they're in the negative, and they have to capitulate. They have to sell their mining equipment. They have to sell maybe the building or all their operations, maybe to a bigger mining a firm, which basically they're getting rid of weaker hands because those small mining companies, mining operations, they're selling majority of their Bitcoin. They're selling it to pay for expenses, and they're keeping the rest in profit. So they're doing a lot of volume in terms of selling Bitcoin every month, or how much ever time frame they need to acquire and then sell Bitcoin. So that's just one aspect of it. I wanted to look at previous. So we are starting in January 1st, and as you saw in 2016, when we started in January 1st here, we didn't have the greatest month, but it was a great lead up to the largest Bitcoin cryptocurrency bull market that we have ever seen. Now 2020 is coming, and people are anticipating the same thing. We've had this downward play from all the way from July 2019. We've just been trending down. On the monthly, you have this huge candle here. You have a hammer candle. So this is a hammer. You can it kind of looks like a hammer. Some people may not say it's a hammer, but this is turning into like a bullish variation right here. So you have the hammer candlestick found at bottoms. You can see here the color doesn't really matter. It'd be good if it was green, but it doesn't really matter. You'd want the wick to be a little bit longer, and then you have this engulfing bullish candle next, which shows so much strength. So if you put an entry here and your stop loss here, you'd be in really great profits. That's a couple $1,000 move. So on the monthly, it's looking great, and on the weekly, let's go to 2 weeks as well. It's looking great as well here. This is a doji, and you have these two. This shows a lot of indecision. Looks like the bottom was here, and now this huge green candle, and next following candle, looks like we're about to push. We can get some retracement here. I think we are going to see a little bit of a retracement weekly as well. You can see all this consolidation here. Hammer right here, doji here, and then you have the confirming bullish candle to push this up into an uptrend. We can go into the daily, but I just want to emphasize, I want to touch more on this, on the halving that's going to happen in the next 90-95 days. So let's go back to the month here. I believe that, like we've seen here, we're not going to hit an all-time high. We've never hit all-time high, as you can clearly see. We've never hit all-time highs at or before the halving. So are we going to do anything crazy to get us back over 20 grand in the next 95 days? I don't think so. And there's still a possibility that we may see, so like this is a huge candle. And as you can see, like this huge candle, we're just going to use this for a comparison. This huge candle, we got this large, basically retracement. It retraced all the way back, created a hammer here, and it kind of moved up. So I don't necessarily think, I know we're not going to break all-time high. People are so bullish. The sentiment's changed very drastically with Bitcoin. It's just crazy. One day everybody's bearish, or one day everybody's bullish, literally. So I can see a retracement here. I can see it like kind of, consolidate, retrace a little bit, and then getting towards the halving, it starts to move up, and then all the way to all-time highs. Let's put an arrow there. Obviously with retracements in the middle. So this is kind of what I have in mind for Bitcoin. And I'll be super bullish when we start posting candles above here. And I'll be hella bullish when we start posting candles above our all-time high. This kind of will, if we trade above here, then we were trading above this lower high that we pasted. And then I know that for sure that we are out of this kind of downward trend that people are still drawing lines. Essentially, you can do it from here to there, or you can do it from here to there. However way you want to draw it, we're not out of this downward channel. However way you want to draw it. And some people are, manipulating the lines, I guess, so this is over it. But I just don't think we're there yet. All the volume that we'll get from the halving, I believe will push us into the next bull market. Whether or not we're going to see the same bull market we saw in 2017, which all the altcoins followed and exploded as well, I'm not sure. Do I want that to happen? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want, my odds to blow up. I want Bitcoin to blow up. But what I'm expecting is that Bitcoin can leave a lot of altcoins in the dust, and it will leave thousands of them in the dust. Bitcoin is king. I am like 95% invested in Bitcoin. Everything else is in like altcoins, or I'm just trading. But I have high beliefs that Bitcoin is just going to rule as king. A lot of altcoins will be worthless. So just start accumulating as much Bitcoin as you can. These are the accumulation phases, like right here. This was like the best spot, obviously. And right here, while it consolidated. And honestly, I still think that if you don't own Bitcoin, just getting in, getting your feet wet, learning how the technology works, how to use the wallets and things like that, how to store your cryptocurrency safely, it's super important, especially getting into the bull market. I know that Bitcoin gives us a very bright future. So I'm studying as much as I can to make sure that I'm equipped for the next bull market, to make as much money for my students, for myself, my investors, and for everybody. Because honestly, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it's staring you right in the face. Are you going to take action? Most people don't. So I'm rooting for you guys. Allow us to be your guide into the digital future. And if you have any thoughts, if you have any ideas or any questions, make sure to comment them below. Hit us up. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. We got a ton of videos coming. We're going to be going at you guys daily. That's the goal. Market updates on Monday. Every Monday, we'll be sharing the hottest news, opportunities, and current trading opportunities and how the market's moving with you guys about every day. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Also, most importantly, don't sleep on Bitcoin. Literally, don't sleep on it. It's going to blow up. And you're going to regret not buying. So make sure to get into Bitcoin. Make sure you only invest what you can afford to lose, and then ride it to the top. So looking forward to enjoy these profits with you. Like I said, make sure to subscribe, like, comment. We got daily content coming at you guys, and you don't want to miss any of these opportunities. Thank you for watching.